Terrifying. Psychic who predicted 9/11 now warns of 2025 disaster. In the quiet corners of forgotten archives, a psychic's chilling new prophecy has just surfaced. What she foresees for 2025 has left experts and leaders on edge. Today, on The Journey of Wisdom, we reveal why world powers are quietly preparing for an impending catastrophe. This isn't just another doomsday tale. It's a profound warning that has remained hidden from the public eye until now. Throughout history, certain individuals have possessed the rare ability to peer beyond the present moment. While the world is full of false prophets seeking fame and fortune, a gifted few have glimpsed unsettling truths. You've heard of Nostradamus, whose cryptic verses foresaw global upheaval. You know of Baba Vanga, the blind mystic who astonishingly predicted the September 11th attacks. But there is yet another figure, one whose name has been systematically erased from our collective consciousness. Her predictions have proven so disturbingly precise that they've become classified matters of national interest. And today, with so much uncertainty in our modern world, I feel it is my duty to share what lies ahead so that you may prepare and perhaps find wisdom amidst the storm. Number 1. Discovery of the prophetic manuscript. In 2023, deep within the secluded mountains of Bulgaria, a remarkable discovery was made inside an ancient monastery untouched by modern influences. Hidden for decades, a trove of prophetic writings was unearthed, messages that had remained sealed from the world since the early 1980s. These manuscripts, authored by the enigmatic blind seer prior to her passing in 1982, were meticulously examined and ultimately authenticated by leading experts across multiple fields. Their findings confirmed the extraordinary precision and insight contained within these prophecies. Among the revelations is a chilling warning centered on the year 2025, a year foretold to be a pivotal moment in the course of human history. Number 2. Prophecies that have already come true. One of the seer's most astonishing predictions centers around the tragic events of September 11th. In a prophecy written decades ago, she recorded the following cryptic message: "When the twin giants fall in the New World, it marks the beginning." The phrase twin giants is now widely interpreted as referring to the World Trade Center towers in New York City. The collapse of these iconic structures on September 11th, 2001, marked the beginning of a new era of global instability, just as she had foretold. But the prophecy did not end there. It continued. 2 decades and 2 years later, the great waters will rise and the sky will ignite. Exactly 22 years after September 11th, the world witnessed a wave of unprecedented flooding and atmospheric anomalies that continue to confound scientists and researchers alike. These events eerily align with the seer's timeline, lending chilling credibility to the accuracy of her visions. Number 3. Discovery beneath Antarctica's ice. The prophecy foretells a groundbreaking discovery buried deep beneath the ice of Antarctica, revelation that holds the potential to reshape human history as we know it. According to the manuscript, this discovery will serve as the catalyst for a chain of events that will test humanity's very survival. What lies beneath the frozen continent is not merely an ancient relic or scientific curiosity, but something capable of altering the course of civilization itself. As this secret comes to light, the prophecy warns that it will set in motion a series of profound and potentially perilous changes, forcing humanity to confront unprecedented challenges on a global scale. Number 4. 3 warning signs. According to the ancient prophecy, 3 distinct signs will signal the onset of the coming global transformation. Each has a unique role in ushering in the events that will define the year 2025. Sign 1. In December 2024, astronomers detected an unexplained signal originating from the depths of space, a pattern that defies all known natural explanations. This mysterious transmission has sparked intense debate among scientists, as it may point to phenomena far beyond current human understanding. Sign 2. The world is now witnessing an unprecedented convergence of global economic systems. This quiet yet powerful shift is reshaping the very foundation of international finance and trade, moving toward a new and unforeseen economic paradigm. Sign 3. Within the next 73 days, the prophecy warns of a momentous event: the unsealing of long-hidden documents from the Vatican's secret archives, records that have remained concealed for over 2 millennia. The revelations contained within these ancient texts are said to hold the power to challenge the core beliefs of major world religions and redefine humanity's understanding of its own history. If you've watched this far, you're already ahead in understanding the warnings and insights that could shape our future. Comment below with "Stay aware" to show your commitment to staying informed and prepared. Don't go anywhere, there's still more critical information ahead that you won't want to miss. Stay tuned to learn how you can navigate the uncertain times of 2025 with clarity and confidence. Number 5. Technological threats and scientific revelations. In today's rapidly shifting world, where science and technology race ahead at breakneck speed, ancient wisdom continues to remind us of the importance of balance and discernment. Among the more chilling revelations making waves is a prophecy from a psychic whose startlingly accurate foresight of the September 11th attacks has earned both fear and respect. Now, this same seer warns of a looming disaster in the year 2025, one tied not to natural forces, but to the very advancements humanity prides itself upon. Central to this prophecy is the emergence of quantum technology, a leap so profound that it promises to reshape our very understanding of reality. Quantum computers, machines that operate on the strange, fluid principles of quantum mechanics, will soon have the capacity to process information with an accuracy and scope far beyond anything we've known. These machines could theoretically predict future events with chilling precision, altering the way societies function and make decisions. Yet with this power comes a sobering warning. Humanity's rush to embrace such technology may soon surpass its ability to control it. The seer foresees a world where the unchecked evolution of quantum systems threatens to destabilize global structures, economies, governments, even social harmony, leaving us vulnerable to chaos born not from nature, but from our own creations. Amid this turbulent backdrop, the prophecy draws our gaze to one date that stands out above all others: August 15th, 2025. On this seemingly ordinary day, a momentous choice awaits humanity. The decisions made will not merely influence political or scientific directions, but will reverberate through the very core of human existence. It is a turning point where the essence of what it means to be human will be weighed against the allure of unprecedented technological power. In this moment, each individual will play a role, for the path forward will not be chosen solely by world leaders or scientific elites. Rather, it will be shaped by the collective consciousness of us all, through the values we uphold, the compassion we extend, and the wisdom with which we navigate an uncertain future. Adding yet more gravity to the prophecy is a warning of a unique convergency, rare intersection of forces that promises to reshape the destiny of the planet. Artificial intelligence, now advancing at a staggering rate, will soon merge with breakthroughs in genetic engineering and be influenced by cosmic phenomena beyond our current comprehension. At this convergence, humanity will face two starkly contrasting paths. One, termed the Great Ascension, envisions a future where spiritual awakening, elevated consciousness, and a deep respect for life guide our progress. It is a path of harmony, where technology serves to enhance the human spirit rather than diminish it. The other path, the final darkness, offers a bleak alternative world where unbridled technological dominance strips away our humanity, leaving a landscape marked by alienation, loss of identity, and existential despair. The seer's message is clear. This choice will not be forced upon us by fate, but will arise from our own decisions and actions in the present. As we reflect on this prophetic vision, it is vital to relate it to our modern lives. We stand today at the precipice of incredible technological potential, yet we must tread with mindfulness. Let us not be blinded by the dazzle of innovation, but remain grounded in the timeless values of compassion, wisdom, and collective well-being. As each new breakthrough unfolds, we must ask ourselves, does this serve to uplift humanity or diminish it? In this shared journey toward an uncertain future, may we choose the path of wisdom, ensuring that the tools we create serve not only progress, but also peace. Now, more than ever, the responsibility lies with each of us to embrace the light of awareness and guide our world toward a future worthy of the human spirit. Number 6. Warnings of information warfare. Now let's talk about one of the most profound warnings tied to this psychic's prophesied rise of information warfare and a worldwide awakening of consciousness. You see, the message here is clear. The greatest battles of our time will not be fought with bombs or bullets, but with data, words, and ideas. Right now, a hidden war is already taking place all around us. It's a shadow war where the truth itself is under siege. The real weapons, misinformation, manipulation of public perception, and the subtle control of knowledge and communication. Ask yourself, how often do you question what you see and hear in the media, on your devices, or even in your day-to-day conversations? This is the front line of the new battlefield. The prophecy warns that this conflict will only intensify as we approach a pivotal moment known as the Great Unveiling, forecasted to occur in late 2025. During this extraordinary time, truths long hidden beneath layers of secrecy and distortion will begin to surface. Centuries of suppressed knowledge, withheld discoveries, and distorted narratives will finally come to light. This will shake the very foundation of what many believe about the world and themselves. But it doesn't stop there. Among the most remarkable revelations predicted is a groundbreaking scientific breakthrough, one that validates the existence of what the ancient manuscript calls the bridge between worlds. This isn't mere fantasy. It speaks to a tangible connection between our physical existence and dimensions beyond life as we know it. For the first time, humanity may gain empirical evidence that consciousness persists beyond death, that life and death are not opposing ends, but part of a far greater, interconnected reality. Pause and reflect on that. How would it change your understanding of life if you knew that death is not the end, but a transition? What choices would you make today if you were truly aware of the vastness of your own consciousness? The prophecy suggests that this revelation will fundamentally transform how we see not only ourselves, but also the world around us. Yet, with this awakening comes great responsibility. As layers of misinformation fall away, we must remain grounded, mindful, and compassionate toward one another. It will be tempting to react with fear or anger, but this is the very moment where wisdom, clarity, and inner peace will be most needed. So, as we move forward toward this great unveiling, ask yourself, how can you cultivate discernment in the information you consume? How can you contribute to the spread of truth rather than confusion? And how can you embrace the deeper understanding of life and consciousness with an open heart? The true lesson here is this: in a world where truth is under constant attack, your greatest power lies in mindfulness, compassion, and the courage to seek and share what is real. Let this be the light that guides you through the uncertainty ahead. Number 7. Specific warnings about emerging technologies. Let me share with you a message that many wise voices throughout history seem to be echoing louder than ever, a message that speaks directly to you, because the choices we make today will shape the world we live in tomorrow. A chilling prophecy recently brought to light issues urgent warnings about a future where the accelerating fusion of artificial intelligence and genetic engineering could give birth to forces far beyond human comprehension. According to ancient manuscripts, we stand on the edge of creating entities that may redefine what we even mean by life, and consciousness entities that might no longer abide by the natural laws we understand. Think about it. As we race to master these powerful tools, are we truly ready for what we might unleash? The technologies we celebrate for their potential to heal disease, enhance intelligence, and extend life are also capable of destabilizing the very fabric of existence if left unchecked. The prophecy does not stand alone. Strikingly, this warning is not isolated to one obscure text. The ancient Greek oracles, the cryptic quatrains of Nostradamus, and even long-forgotten biblical passages seem to point toward this moment in time, moment of unparalleled transformation and peril. Are these coincidences, or are they collective wisdom urging us to pause and reflect? The Buddha once taught, "The trouble is, you think you have time." This wisdom feels particularly poignant now. As a global community, we often sprint forward under the illusion that progress is inherently good, that more power equals a better future. Yet history teaches us that without wisdom, power can easily become a source of great suffering. The seer warns us to walk carefully, to bring mindfulness and moral clarity to the pursuit of technological mastery. Without such caution, we may soon find ourselves facing consequences. We are ill-prepared to handle consequences that could permanently distort the balance between the natural and the artificial, perhaps even severing our connection to the very essence of what it means to be human. Can we recognize when the pursuit of progress becomes a dangerous attachment? In Buddhist teachings, attachment leads to suffering. Are we so attached to the allure of what technology promises that we are blind to its potential to harm? Now, I invite you to reflect deeply. How do we, as individuals and as a society, cultivate the wisdom necessary to guide these advances with compassion and restraint? Are we fostering an inner balance that allows us to discern when to move forward and when to pause? As you ponder these questions, remember that the future is not something that simply happens to us. It is something we create through the intentions we set today. Will we choose a path of mindful innovation, grounded in ethical awareness, or will we allow unchecked ambition to lead us astray? The journey of wisdom begins with a single step, and that step is awareness. What step will you take? If you're still watching, you're part of a growing community that values wisdom and foresight. Comment "Aware Together" to join others who are staying informed about the potential events of 2025. There's more insight ahead. Keep watching, and let's navigate these uncertain times together. Number 8. Humanity's Choice. The prophecy foretells that the next great chapter in humanity's journey will be triggered by a discovery deep beneath the floor of the Pacific Ocean, an ancient secret that will force us to confront profound questions about who we are and where we come from. This moment will present humanity with both a great danger and a remarkable opportunity. As we grapple with revelations about our origins and the true nature of our future, we will face a choice that transcends politics, science, and ideology. The seer warns that how we respond as individuals and as a global civilization will shape the destiny of humankind. Will we rise to meet this pivotal moment with wisdom, unity, and humility? Or will we allow fear, division, and unchecked ambition to drive us toward irreversible consequences? The choice is ours. Number 9. Hope and guidance. Amid the warnings and looming challenges, the prophecy also offers a message of hope. It speaks of a growing awakening of human consciousness, a subtle yet powerful shift already underway across the world. Though many remain unaware, this transformation holds the key to navigating the turbulent times ahead. The manuscript provides practical guidance for individuals seeking to align with this awakening and contribute positively to humanity's future. First, it urges us to foster genuine human connections. In an increasingly digital and fragmented world, the simple act of building authentic relationships and communities will become a vital source of strength and resilience. Second, it calls for the preservation of ancient wisdom. As technology advances at an unprecedented pace, it is crucial to safeguard the timeless truths and teachings that have guided humanity for millennia. These insights, rooted in nature, spirituality, and the shared experiences of countless generations, offer a necessary counterbalance to the disorienting forces of rapid technological change. By embracing these principles, each of us can play a part in shaping a future where innovation is guided by wisdom and progress is tempered with compassion. The deeper meaning behind the prophecies. As we absorb the astonishing visions shared through this ancient manuscript, a deeper question arises: why have these messages surfaced now? The psychic's prophecies are not merely warnings of doom and destruction. They are a profound call to reflection, a mirror held up to humanity at a pivotal crossroads. Beneath the chilling details of floods, technological perils, and cosmic signals lies an invitation to awaken, to question, and to consciously shape the future we are about to enter. For centuries, such messages have been dismissed, feared, or distorted. Yet time and again, history has shown that ignoring wisdom from the past can carry grave consequences. This time, the choice is still ours. Number 1. A choice between fear and awareness. As you listen today, I want you to reflect on this. When faced with warnings about the future, do you find yourself leaning toward fear or toward awareness? This is an important distinction because too often, when we encounter ancient prophecies or predictions, the first instinct is to be overwhelmed, to feel as though we are standing powerless before a tidal wave of fate. But let's pause here. That was never the intention behind these messages. Prophecies, at their heart, are not designed to trap us in despair. They are invitations to awareness and opportunity to see more clearly, to understand more deeply, and to live more intentionally. Now ask yourself, what does it truly mean to be aware? You see, fear tends to close our minds. It narrows our vision, leading us into reactive, panicked decisions. It whispers that we have no control, no choice, no agency. But awareness is the light in that darkness. It expands our understanding. It helps us perceive the interconnectedness of events, the patterns that shape our world, and most importantly, the role that each of us plays within it. Are you willing to embrace that role? The seers and sages of the past did not share their visions to frighten us into inaction. On the contrary, they sought to awaken us, to stir within us a clarity of purpose. Through awareness, we begin to see that while vast forces may indeed ripple through our lives, economic shifts, environmental changes, social upheavals, there remains one force that is entirely ours to command: the ability to choose how we respond. This choice is where your true power lies. Think about that. In every moment, even in the face of uncertainty, you possess the capacity to respond with wisdom, with compassion, and with courage. What response will you choose? Will you allow fear to dictate your actions, or will you cultivate an inner clarity that guides you through whatever storms may come? This is not just philosophy, it is a practical way of living. When you approach the world with awareness instead of fear, you transform your experience. You begin to notice opportunities where others see only obstacles. You start to act from a place of grounded understanding rather than blind reaction. And in doing so, you contribute to a ripple of positive change that extends beyond yourself. So I invite you now, the next time you encounter words of prophecy or predictions about the future, pause and breathe. Instead of shrinking in fear, lean into awareness. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I respond with wisdom? Because in the end, while we may not control the winds of change, we can always adjust our sails. And through mindful awareness, we chart a course not only for our own well-being, but for the greater good of all. Number 2. The awakening of collective responsibility. Let's talk about something that matters deeply to all of us, the awakening of our collective responsibility. You may have heard whispers that the year 2025 will bring disaster or chaos, but let me invite you to see it another way. The year ahead is not destined for catastrophe, it is a door, an opportunity for awakening, if we choose to walk through it with awareness. You see, the convergence of forces that we are witnessing today, artificial intelligence reaching new frontiers, quantum discoveries reshaping our understanding of the universe, genetic engineering unlocking the code of life, and cosmic mysteries that continue to humble uses, no accident. These are not isolated events. They are signals of a deeper transformation occurring within human consciousness itself. The world outside us is mirroring the world within us. And this is where the true battle lies, not in the clash of nations or the rise of machines, but in the space between our own wisdom and our recklessness, between compassion and the hunger for control, between living in harmony with the world and seeking to dominate it. There is a prophecy that gently reminds us of this truth. Humanity's greatest danger lies not in technology itself, but in the spirit with which we wield it. Reflect on that for a moment. It is not the tools that bring harm, but the intentions behind them. The question is, what spirit are we bringing to this pivotal time in history? Let me share a simple story to help us understand. There was once a wise gardener who tended a vast and beautiful garden. One day, he handed his apprentice a sharp knife and said, "This tool can help you shape and nurture life, or it can bring destruction. The knife itself is neutral. Your heart decides how it will be used." The apprentice, mindful of this wisdom, used the knife with care and respect, helping flowers bloom and old branches fall away. But another gardener, driven by impatience and pride, used a similar knife to hack and damage the garden in haste. Over time, it wasn't the tool that was remembered, but the spirit of the one who wielded it. Are we not, in this moment of human history, holding the same kind of knife in our collective hands? The advancements before us can either cultivate a future of compassion, equity, and wisdom, or one of division, harm, and fear. So I ask you, how will we choose to use the power we are being given? Will we nurture life, relationships, and the planet, or will we allow selfish impulses to guide us? This is not a question for governments or leaders alone. It is a question for each of us. The collective spirit of humanity is built on the intentions of individuals. Your choices, my choices, they all ripple outward into the larger world. As we move forward, let us carry this reflection in our hearts. True progress is not measured by how advanced our tools become, but by how wise and compassionate we become in using them. The year 2025 invites us to awaken, not to fear. It invites us to take responsibility, not to shrink from it. And it reminds us that each moment is a chance to choose harmony over domination, wisdom over recklessness, and compassion over control. In the end, the greatest prophecy is the one we write together with our actions. Let us choose well. If you've watched up to this point, you're already on the path to uncovering the deeper truths hidden within these ancient prophecies. Comment below with "Wisdom Journey" to affirm your commitment to seeking greater understanding and insight. Don't go anywhere, there's still a wealth of profound wisdom we want to share with you in this video. Stay until the end to discover the timeless lessons that can enrich your life and guide your path forward. Number 3. Returning to timeless wisdom. Now, let's move to number 3, returning to timeless wisdom. And as you're listening, I want you to think about this. What does wisdom really mean to you in this modern age of constant change? You see, at this pivotal moment in human history, as the world seems to accelerate beyond our grasp, we are being called, perhaps even urged, to turn back to the deeper wisdom that has always been with us. This wisdom is not new, nor is it outdated. Rather, it is timeless, a current running beneath the surface of all civilizations, waiting patiently for us to remember it. And why now? Because as we stand on the edge of profound technological and environmental shifts, artificial intelligence reshaping the fabric of our societies, and long-buried secrets of the earth emerging from beneath melting ice and rising seas, we need a steady compass to guide us forward. Have you ever felt that despite all our advancements, something essential has been left behind? That inner sense is calling us to reconnect with these ancient truths. First, it begins with a simple but profound understanding. Life is interconnected, not just in theory, but in every breath you take, in every relationship, in every choice you make. The air you exhale nourishes the trees. The water you drink has cycled through countless forms. We are threads in a vast and intricate web. When we forget this, we act in isolation, often causing harm without awareness. But when we remember, we act with care, knowing that our smallest actions ripple outward. So, I ask you, how can you honor this interconnection in your daily life? Flowing from this is the reverence for nature, not merely as a collection of resources to exploit, but as a wise teacher. Nature shows us balance, patience, renewal. Think about a forest. It does not rush, yet it thrives. It does not hoard, yet it sustains. In every leaf, every stream, there is a lesson. What might you learn if you paused and listened more closely to the natural world around you? By seeing nature as a teacher, we shift from dominance to harmony, from consumption to respect. Another essential principle is the practice of compassion, a force far stronger than any machine we will ever create. Compassion bridges divides, heals wounds, and fosters true connection. As AI advances, and as technologies increasingly mediate our interactions, will we remember to lead with compassion? Will we choose empathy over efficiency? This is not a rhetorical question. The future will test us, not just our intellect, but our heart. How will you cultivate compassion in a world of accelerating change? And finally, perhaps the hardest wisdom to embody: humility. The humility to recognize that not everything that can be done should be done. Just because we can alter genomes, harness vast data, or manipulate the planet's systems, should we? This question demands reflection. Wisdom often lies not in action, but in restraint. Will we have the courage to pause, to ask deeper questions before leaping forward? So, as we navigate this uncharted territory where ancient mysteries arise and unprecedented technologies unfold, let these timeless principles be your compass. They are not relics of the past, they are beacons for the future. And now, I invite you to reflect. How will you return to this timeless wisdom in your own journey? Because ultimately, this is not just about global shifts, it is about you, about us, about how we choose to walk this path together. Stay with me as we continue exploring these deeper layers of understanding. Number 4. The inner revolution. At the heart of many ancient prophecies lies a message that often escapes the hurried mind of the modern world. That the most profound changes in the future are not dictated solely by external forces, but are first born within the hearts of individuals. It is tempting in our fast-paced age to believe that sweeping transformations are driven by governments, powerful corporations, or the relentless march of technology. Yet, no institution, no matter how vast, can substitute for the quiet yet powerful revolution that takes place within human consciousness. This inner revolution is not loud or dramatic. It is a steady, patient unfolding that begins with each of us. Every act of mindfulness, when we pause amidst the noise of daily life to become truly present, sets a subtle ripple into motion. Each choice made with compassion rather than indifference, each moment when we choose understanding over judgment, contributes to a collective shift that no single law or machine can replicate. The deeper meaning here is that prophecies are not meant to instill fear or a sense of helplessness. Rather, they call us to awaken to our own role in shaping the world to come. We are not passive observers of fate. Instead, we are invited to become conscious participant stewards of an emerging world that is shaped as much by the inner quality of our actions as by external events. In this light, the words of ancient seers resonate even more powerfully today, not because they predict unavoidable doom, but because they remind us of the immense power we hold within our own minds and hearts. In our modern lives, where constant streams of information and anxiety often pull us outward, it is easy to overlook the profound impact of small, intentional actions. Yet, this is precisely where real change begins. When you choose to treat a stranger with kindness, when you take a moment to listen deeply to a loved one, when you stand for truth in the face of convenience or fear, these moments are not insignificant. They are the seeds of the inner revolution that prophecies whisper about. In a world that sometimes feels overwhelmed by division and uncertainty, this message offers both hope and responsibility. The task before us is not to wait passively for a better future to arrive, nor to place our faith entirely in external systems to fix what is broken. Instead, we are called to cultivate mindfulness, compassion, and integrity within ourselves. By doing so, we naturally influence those around us, creating waves of positive change that extend far beyond what we can immediately see. As you go about your day, remember that the future is being shaped not only in the halls of power, but in the quiet choices made in ordinary moments. This is the deeper meaning behind the prophecies, that each of us, through conscious living, has the power to help birth a more compassionate and harmonious world. Let us embrace this responsibility with courage and grace. As we stand at the edge of these astonishing prophecies and the challenges they unveil, remember this: the future is not written in stone. It is shaped by our awareness, compassion, and the choices we make today. If this video has sparked reflection or insight for you, please support the Journey of Wisdom by liking this video, sharing it with others who may benefit, and subscribing to our channel. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you won't miss our upcoming explorations into ancient wisdom and modern truths. Together, let's walk this journey with open hearts and mindful awareness. Until next time, take care, and may wisdom guide your path.